everybody, and today we are going to do our January-February book haul. I did buy some books in January, and I did buy some books in February, and yeah. So the first books I bought, and some of these were at Books in Lion, and one of them was at, I believe some of them were at Books in Lion, some of them were not. The first book I got was the first book. It's called The Gates by John Connolly. And I have the second book in The Inferno, so I wanted to get this one. And this is about, a guy entering like this castle and it looks really quirky too, so it looks like actually looks like a middle grade because of the titles. It says Chapter 1, In Which the Universe Forms, which seems like a very good place to start. So it does look sort of middle grade like, but it's not like really an easy read. So yes, and that's the first book. The second book I got was The Mockingjay Mockingjay, which is the final book in the Hunger Games. So I have the Hunger Games Catching Fire and Mockingjay and can marathon this. The end pages are just black. And what's really cool about this book, it does have a Mockingjay on the cover. And there's the Mockingjay logo on the side. And this one obviously is about, I think everybody knows what this one's about. Then the third book I got is book 3 in the Devouring series. Now I have not yet gotten book 2. I want to get that. And this is Fearscape. The nightmare is always the same. And on the back it has a little expert, which looks creepy. This is the end pages. Nothing special. And then the beginning is just black. And it has this really cool effect on the bottom. And this is another sequel, so I can't really read the inside because I don't know. This is another book. This is a companion novel. It's called Gathering Blue by Lois Lowry, and this is the girl who wrote The Giver, which I am going to probably read on my Kindle. And then I'm going to read this. This is a companion novel, though, so it doesn't really have all the characters in it. So yeah, but it looks lovely. This is the cover. This is the spine. And this is the back. And this is basically about about Kira, who's a weaver, and like, she is a weaver for these clothes that they wear. So yeah, I'll have to read it because the back is very vague. But it's kind of like where she weaves the colors and finds out different things. The next book I got was a Charles the Lint book by, which is called The Harp of the Grey Rose. And this one is about a guy who was an orphan, and it's a fantasy book, and this is like his harp. This is the spine, and this is back. Then the next book I have read this book, and this is called The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon, and this is by Stephen King. And I love this book. I think this is like a 5 out of 5. This is kind of dealing with a girl named Trish who gets lost in the woods one day and basically has kind of visions of her favorite team and her favorite baseball player who is Tom Gordon. So it's kind of sort of psychological thriller sort of thing that's really good. And I did read this. There's the back. The next book I have is another sequel, and this is called Nobody's Prize, and this is by Esther Friesner, and it's about a girl who's a princess, and it just looks really good. So, out of the first one, that's the second one. The next book I have is another Charles Dillon book. It's called Little Grrl Lost. And this is kind of about a girl, and her name is TJ, and basically she moves to the Newford, and in Newford she meets a little small girl that lives under her floorboards. So really interesting to see what this is all about. Here's the spine, and here's the back. Okay, the next paperback I have is The Little Red Riding Hood, and this one's really interesting because it does have like little end pages, flaps. So, oops, I forgot to take the blue sticker off. The blue sticker isn't supposed to be there. Oh well. So this is the cover, side, and back. Okay. The next book I have is High School Musical, which is a all new graphic novel by Disney, and it's called Lasting Impressions. And the cover looks like that, spine in the back, and I'm guessing it's just kind of a new kind of thing. And here's a page with the colors. It is a colorful graphic novel, and I like color and non-color, so pretty excited for this one, to read that one in January, or actually December, for our book 2. The next 2 books I got were Twilight Twilight the Graphic Novel Volume 1 and Twilight the Graphic Novel Volume 2. Now, look at that. So pretty. Anyway, this is obviously taking place in the vampire story, and I'm super excited. So this is the front, spine, and back. This is the end pages, and it just has a black and the spine. And what's in here looks like is this. It's kind of grayer, darker. Just no real brightness to the color. Super excited to do this. And then the last one, obviously, I have the second one, which it looks like this. This is the spine, back, the end pages, in the front, and the spine. Yeah. So, and this is, the art is by Young Kim. So I bet that's a Asian person. But this one, let me look at some pictures, show you some pictures. Some pictures on number 1. And pictures number 2. It looks really, really cute and stuff like that. I am currently reading The Secret Garden and Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm loving these two right now. Really loving this one and liking this one. So, if you will please comment, like, and subscribe in the bottom. That'll be awesome. And have a great day. Bye-bye.